had a mishap. We had a little bit of technical difficulties with some footage that we lost. So where we filmed earlier, which you'll see shortly, in two totally different places.
And luckily it wasn't footage that we'd captured on our travels, it was just footage of us filming last night this episode.
Yeah, so we're basically describing, you know, not welcome to country, just welcome. Welcome, and basically giving you an insight into some facts and figures of our trip so far. So this hopefully will be our midweek sort of episodes. We're still very mindful of the fact of still trying to have a bit of a holiday and a bit of a break, so we don't want to overload ourselves with too much YouTubing, so to speak.
Filming and editing.
Yeah, so we'll see how these midweek episodes go, even if they might stretch out to every second week maybe, or if we still find the time, we'll make it every week.
Yeah.
But it all depends on what you guys want to watch as well, because it all determines on, you know, how many views you get and things like that, whether or not it's worthwhile.
Exactly. We've had some comments that people really enjoy the midweek episodes, but it'll come down to you guys and also whether we can make it happen. So anyway, let's get into it. This is week 1, facts and figures. So as you know, we departed on Friday the 12th of Jan. So we left sunny Mentone in Victoria for once and headed over to our first camp at Lake Lonsdale, which you would have seen in Monday night's episode.
Hallelujah. Timing is of the essence. Did you bring the goods? Oh, H.
Hello.
Excited.
The
eagle has landed.
Gimme. Give me your duds. Bill, I got your coffee.
Okay, thanks.
I'm just going to move this van forward.
Yeah. Thanks, Laura.
Oh, we just got shut on.
Hey, you strap down your esky.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
That's good luck.
Yeah.
All good?
Oh, good.
Got your... Oh my goodness, Bill. How do you see through these things? You got your UHF on? Okay. Alright, drive safe.
Yeah.
He's here. He's brought the goods though.
The day has come.
Can you believe it?
Oh, it's amazing. It's such a good feeling. It's now time to just take it easy, relax, take a deep breath.
It's a bit surreal, like the day that you leave, like doing...
It's lots of last minute things.
Yeah, like even stuff at home, you know, last minute washing, putting the dishes on, cleaning up, making sure everything's switched off. But anyway, we're ready to go, and I reckon we'll probably feel like we're on tour once we get out of Victoria.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Tomorrow. You're driving, doll.
Let's do it.
We'll see you somewhere in Australia. H is in. Coco, you good? No, Coco doesn't want to borrow it.
Then we continued over the border and we had a rest stop, made some breakfast and had a wander around the lake at Bordertown Recreation Lake.
Good little stop. You can camp there, and it's a nice little walk around. You can just nice little break area.
Yeah, just over the border. So
has a dump point, all that stuff.
It's a really good camping area and they got good facilities there. So we stopped there and, you know, stretch the legs and let the dogs run around, because obviously the dogs are on tour as well.
Yep.
So then
We're in the beautiful South Australia, King Billy.
Yeah, I noticed.
We just gained half an hour.
Yeah, of course.
I'm in the back.
That's one extra Stein you can get into you today.
And who's going to drive his car?
about to see some duck action. Notice there's one lining up in the behind them, going, "Oh, I'm ready when you are, mate." Oh, didn't like it. Get out, boy! No, get out of there. If you know what they're up to, let us know. Some sort of, looks like some sort of mating procedure. I mean, that's generally what I do. Just get the wings out and start flapping. Going, "I'm ready, darling." Strap yourself in.
I don't know who you say that to.
So then we headed over to Harndorf, a beautiful little German town. And this was actually where the girls got most of the attention.
They did. They were like rock stars.
Oh my god!
I just put that. Wait, can we pet it?
Yeah.
Are they angry dogs?
No, this is Coco.
Hello. It's boy or girl?
Girl. And that's
She's scared?
No, no, no.
Hello.
it's alright, sweetheart.
You are so well behaved.
What are you guys doing?
Just an wine.
Oh, nice.
Standard behaviour.
Just having fun!
Thanks, you too. We're at the Harndorf Inn. All these kids want to pat the dogs. Do you want to pat the dogs? Oh, okay. Hold on.
It's alright, sweetheart. That's Molly.
Wait, slow down. Thank you. I'll take these cards and you can pet them.
This is Coco. You like dogs?
Bislers.
Hungarian Gislers.
So cute.
Cute.
Very anxious.
Yeah, this one is.
Yeah.
I can see the drool coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, she does a lot of that.
Thank you.
No worries.
Finally, we ended up at our camp at Parham, which we thought was a free camp actually, but it was a low-cost camp, so we just booked that online. Really lovely set up by the council there.
Yeah, it was good. It was quite comfortable there. We only stopped there for one night. $15 for unpowered.
Yep.
And $20 for powered. So for the extra $5 you can get power if you like. We didn't need it, so we just had. And the $15 has water as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
Water and a place to put your grey water as well.
And as we said on the last week's episode, it's if you haven't watched that, it's $2 for a shower, hot shower. So that's you can't go wrong there, really.
That's good.
Yeah, good top little spot to stop off. We'd definitely stay there again if we had to.
Yeah, if we had to drive through, yeah, for sure. And
Another thing to mention too, there's it's very easy access in there, in and out of the campground, and also if you have a disability, it's easy access into the bathrooms and showers and stuff like that.
Yep.
So.
And because they had a ramp up to the toilets and all the doors were disabled friendly. So then we moved on to Parara. So this was our first permit camp as part of the Yorke Peninsula Council. And we ended up staying there for one night, basically because of the tides and the beach.
Yeah, it wasn't very accessible to swim there. The tide goes out a really long way. It's a beautiful little spot, but if you like swimming or fishing, it's not really conducive for that. Unless there's other areas you can walk down that we didn't see, but it's probably not a place that we would stay there long if we were going to go there again.
Yeah, well, yeah. So similar to Parham campground, we noticed that there was a lot of beach shacks that had these four-wheel drive. I don't even know what you call it. What were those things called? Where they drive out on the tires?
Oh yeah, so it's basically like a little tractor.
Yeah.
And they're self-made actually, and they're like on big stilts and got big wheels on there, so they can drive their boat out there basically.
Yeah.
And obviously, that's the only way they can get into the channel. So
Yeah.
it's pretty smart how they do it. But if you're just a normal traveller with a little tinny, you're not going to be dragging that thing
No.
out there, or even my inflatable boat.
Exactly.
I was just like, no chance.
To leave after one night and head over to the western side of the York Peninsula, basically because of the easterly winds that we were having there and the accessibility to the beach.
Yep.
So we headed over to the western side, and basically it's 15 k's out of Point Turton. So this place was an amazing camp spot. It's called Berners Beach.
Yeah, that was a top little spot, top area. That's where I took the kayak out. Yeah, it was a perfect spot to swim. It had crystal clear waters. It had a little rocky section as well if you wanted to snorkel around there or do some fishing. So that was really good. It looked like there was a couple of permanent caravans there that go there quite a bit. So when you first come in, you're a little bit taken back. But if you keep driving through, you're like, oh, actually it's quite nice, and you're out by yourself. It has a drop toilet there. Drop or running?
No, drop toilet.
Drop toilet, that's right. They had a bit of a bee issue there as well, so there was lots of bees trying to get to the water, and they were going up the tap and stuff, so it's a bit hard for the kids when they needed to wash their hands and things. But
and massive fly issue there. That was probably the only downside of that spot.
It's just at that time of year, I suspect. But yeah, beautiful little spot. Short walk to the beach. It was great. Yeah, we really enjoyed that. We'd go back there for sure, and that's a free camp, part of the permit system. And there's two sections of Berners Beach as well. Just getting back to that, there's a left-hand side that has toilet facilities, and the right-hand side that doesn't have toilet facilities. But you're more by yourself on the actual beach.
Yeah. So as you come down the road, there's a sign for self-contained to the right.
Yeah.
Which we could have gone to, but we also factor in, you know, that
having Dad and Harrison there,
we can use the toilet.
Yeah, and it's literally not too far away from each campsite. It's not too far away from each other, so you could easily drive down to that toilet if you wanted to.
You can drive, you can't walk.
Yeah, and it's very accessible. It's hard road in. You don't need to let tyres down or anything like that. So it's pretty good.
Well, you'll see on this footage actually of us driving out. From Berners Beach to Tapara Rocks. Now this was a campsite that we just stumbled across because we were going to go and stay at Royalty Beach, but that was way too windy.
Oh, it was just, you know, you might see it on Insta and YouTube of how beautiful it is, and it is a nice spot, but it can't be windy down there, or you're going to cop it. You'll get sandblasted. It's simple as that. So,
well, how much sand would you get in your caravan?
Oh, heaps.
And
we come across people that had camped down there, and they said, you're lucky you didn't camp down there, because it was just, we were just shoveling sand out of our caravan. We looked at it and we thought it's not really practical for us to stay there.
There was a caravan probably every
10 metres.
10 metres, yeah.
Yeah, it was about the wind and the sand,
Yeah.
so we decided not to stay there, and we made our way over to Tapara Rocks, and that's, you know, that's the beauty about travelling, is that you don't always have to go where other people have gone. You can go and venture out and test new things.
Yeah.
And we're so glad that we did, because Tapara Rocks was amazing.
Yeah, we loved it, and we stayed there for 3 nights. The only thing that you guys might need to consider is you need to be self-contained. There are no toilets.
There is a caravan park very close as well.
around
the corner.
But I mean,
what's
like,
that town?
Balgowan.
Yeah, Balgowan.
Balgowan.
So I dropped in there to get some squid and pippies, because if you saw on that episode of Laura suggested trying to catch fish with chicken, which I've just recently found out that it's that's illegal in South Australia. So unbeknownst to us, but I went and went to the general store or the caravan park to buy some pippies, and it cost me $17 for about 10 of them.
Yeah.
So I was like, Jesus.
And once we got to Tapara Rocks, it was quite a drive into there. Like, we did get our fair share of corrugations, and then when we got to our campsite, we realised that the diesel heater tank was leaking.
Come loose. Yeah, the drive-in's not really bad, but they don't suggest to take vans in there. Look, you can easily get vans in there. There's a turnaround point, and that's when you read these signs, sometimes you think to yourself, oh, what have we done? You know, we're going to be able to get around and get out or back out. But when you go down there, then it has a different sign to say, yeah, caravan turnaround point. So it can be a bit conflicting. That's probably why it's probably recommended to watch shows like this, so you can actually get a bit of an understanding of where you can and can't go.
Yeah.
So we were fortunate enough to have a pick of all the 3 different areas at Tapara Rocks, and we decided to get the area where it would just fit our van and Dad's car, and then that way, if anyone else come, they've got plenty of room if they had more people or whatever, that they can utilise those other spots. So
things that went wrong in week 1. Well,
you all saw the diesel heater leak.
yes.
Once again, try not to panic about when stuff goes wrong.
It does, but we were, like you said, we were in the middle of watching a movie. We had a long drive day, and then you find out that something's broken, and you're like, oh my god.
And generally that's what happens. It happens when you're the most tiredest, you're cranky or whatever. It's just the way the world works, really. So I explained on that last episode, that I had to fix the diesel tank outside, and that was like 40 knot winds trying to do that. And then just had some Teflon tape. So another good tip is just take some little things like that: Teflon tape, tube and knead it, super glue, electrical tape, cable ties, little stuff like that. But we'll do an episode on that another time, because these things happen, especially if you've done some corrugations. So that's come loose, that's leaked, and then the diesel tank, as you saw under the bed, had leaked as well. It had to happen in 40 knot winds.
You fixed it.
All right, I'm getting out of this wind.
It's killing us.
Crisis averted, especially at the cost of diesel. Meanwhile,
The misso.
having an apple.
Hi, darling.
Smacking down an apple.
Yeah. Lucky I have Mr. Fix It.
Yeah, look, it's not that difficult to fix these things. It's just, even if you've got
Do you know what it is? It's patience.
Yeah. I don't try not to let things get to me.
You're really good with that. Like,
Yeah.
when things go wrong, I just get
Laura shuts
frustrated.
down.
Yeah, I do. I shut down, and then
She shuts down and goes quiet, and then I just try to nut my way through it. But
and then finally, the caves that we've travelled on week 1. So some people have mentioned that we didn't put a map in our episodes. That's because I was going to put the map in this facts and figures one.
Yeah.
So you can see where we travelled to and from, where we stayed, where we bought things. So from Mentone, Victoria to Tapara Rocks, we travelled 1,237 k's. So that's it.
So now we'll take you back to the footage and the episode that we filmed last night. It's a stunning spot. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if so, please like, subscribe and share to follow our journey. Like we said earlier, the more people that sort of get involved in this this for them during the week, the more likely we're to do more of them.
Yeah.
But we, like I said, we're both mindful of the fact that we need to make sure that we enjoy our experience at the same time.
That's right. We were talking about it last night. Our minds are ticking in the background.
Yeah,
and,
everything will sort itself out. We'll just keep chipping away, and we'll see how it goes. But if we miss a week here or there, don't stress. We're not going anywhere.
Or a day of uploading. It could be Sunday, it could be Monday, it could be midweek, could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday. We don't know. It's just
depends on the travel day.
Whatever we can do.
Yeah.
I'm taking you back to yesterday, to where we're talking about dogs on tour.
Dogs on tour?
Yeah.
No dogs on tour.
All right. We'll see you Sunday, Monday, next Wednesday, whenever. We'll see you when we see you guys.
Thank you. See ya.
I love the fact that, we did have 2 dogs on tour, and Bill just took it in his stride to feed them in the morning and the evening, and Harrison helped out taking them for walks and stuff, because they do add another element to travelling. It's hard work. Now it's just the 2 of us and Coco, and she's quite content. But in saying that, they were both really good.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
They were both
Awesome.
asleep by 6 o'clock.
I muck around and say, no dogs on tour. That's probably when Coco's really stirring me up. But, when they're not around, you miss them. So
we got a few comments about the episode. Obviously, we've already touched on the ads. We got some comments about how long our episodes are. So what you guys are seeing is a week's worth of footage that we have to condense, condense 24 hours into 5 minutes for each day, essentially, and show you the best bits of our lap. And to condense 1 week of footage into an hour-long episode is probably, that's the longest it's going to be. It's not going to be any longer, but I don't know if I can make it any shorter. I mean, definitely don't want to cut anything out.
yeah, it's one of those things. You have a lot of people that want longer episodes. A lot of people, few people, and it's always a few that say, too long, and it's sort of how they say it too. Comes across a bit rude. But at the end of the day, you're not. There's an old saying that's, if you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one. So we will stay true to ourselves. We do things in a way so we're up to date. So what you see is pretty much real time, all the time, and we think that's it's a real benefit of our videos, because if you want to come at this particular time of the year, oh, that's February, that's it's dated, exactly how it is. But if we cut these episodes in half and make them half an hour each episode, it will bank up, and next minute we'll be months behind.
Yeah,
and then you'll go, oh, they're in WA. Oh no, they're not. They're in South Australia now.
Yeah.
And we don't want to do that either, because when we comment back to you guys, we want to remember what we're talking about, and to be up to date.
And we do comment, respond
to every person.
We do, to every person, and we respond normally within up to 48 hours. It just depends what we're going on, but eventually we'll find time, and sometimes it's 11 o'clock at night, and we'll just go bang, 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 and respond.
And the reason why we do that too is because we feel that people are making the effort to talk to us and comment on our page. We'll make the effort to talk back and comment back. And it's like I always say, it's a community of people, that's like-minded people, and you get some great tips and stuff from most of our viewers. So there's so many things that I've learned from you guys. So.
And that's the other part of that, is when people comment on our episodes, they say, are you going this way? If so, stop at this and this place. And we're like, oh, okay, we'll note that down. Or we'll let them know, no, we're not going this way on this trip, but we'll keep
might
it
come
in
back
mind.
through,
yeah,
definitely.
Another thing we want to share with you, obviously this is called Facts and Figures, so we're basically giving you the facts of how the week went. There was no dramas or anything. It's all smooth sailing.
Pretty good.
Didn't catch any fish in the first week. May have caught some fish in the second week, but you'll have to stay tuned.
Someone caught something anyway, I'll give you that tip.
We caught some sunburn, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we've got this app on my iPad, and it's called Wonder Wallet, and it keeps track of all of our expenses everywhere we go. Now, it is a bit tedious. You do need to keep receipts and keep it up to date, but when you look back at it, and I'll show Troy every now and again, I'll go, look how much we've spent already, and he'll go, wow,
Yeah, it's basically a good little budgeting tool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't make this app anymore.
No.
And Laura was lucky enough to get it when it came out. I'm not sure why they've stopped the app. But it's
I'm not sure either.
It's a ripping app.
But I'm sure there's other travel budgeting apps out there. But I'll put in the side here of what we actually spent for the first week. To give you an understanding is I under budgeted for fuel and groceries. Now we did have 4 people traveling with us, so we ate more than we did.
Yeah.
And we bought things that we didn't really anticipate on buying. Actually going really well with our cash out. So we probably didn't mention this, but we get, and you're probably going to scrutinize us a little bit, but we each get $100 cash a week, and that's our own money to spend on whatever we like. So I like hot chocolate, Troy likes lattes or wine. Just
if you want to go out for dinner or whatever, once a week or whatnot, you've got a couple $100 there to spend.
Yeah.
If you go over it, there's some weeks you're not even going to spend it.
That's
so
right.
It's just a tool for us to stay within our limits without blowing the budget out too quickly, because the quicker you spend your money, the quicker you've got to go home.
Yeah, and that's so it's $100 each a week, and that's for us to do whatever we want with that money. And like you said, we might spend it quickly in 1 week, or we might not spend it and have a lot left over. And the other part of this is it shows you on the map where you bought each item or where you filled up and stuff, so that's really handy too. So you monitor your little movements around Australia.
There'd have to be an app similar to this one. So
there should.
Yeah, sorry we can't refer you to this one because it's obsolete now.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there'll be something out there.
So what's our plans from here? Oh, he just threw up. Well, that's probably whatever shit you ate over there. Off you go, on your bed.
So we're in this location for one night. We have to go and get the Land Cruiser serviced. So we're going to head towards Ceduna and stay on a block of land for a couple of nights.
Yep.
Get the car serviced and get ready for the Nullarbor.
Yeah, and we'll probably spend Australia Day in Ceduna or Streaky Bay, so you might see us out on the road. What is she doing?
She's annoyed with the flies. Yeah, so next up we have to head towards Ceduna where the Land Cruiser needs to be serviced, and we've got a few things to do there in town. We'll stay on our land for a bit, and we'll be around the Streaky Bay area over the Australia Day weekend.
Yep.
That'll be packed there, won't it?
It will be.
It's going to be very busy. Yeah, hopefully the weather is nice and we can do a bit of swimming and stuff like that. That'll be fun. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in. The support that we had, that we're getting, is just amazing. If anyone wants a Vizsla, just give us a call. Like now.
If there's any babysitters in Perth,
for maybe a 6-month period, it'd be good. Just to give us a break. Well, that's the reality of filming. The GoPro's gone flat, and we're filming off Laura's phone right now.
And Troy's jocks are in the background.
That's lovely.
Anyway, Coco's she's losing her mind with the flies, and she hasn't had dinner, and she's getting into things. So we need to go and sort her out. It is 20 to 8, so jeez, what are you going to go fishing?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we haven't even had dinner ourselves.
No.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
thanks for all your comments and support. Even
the flies are so annoying.
Yes, they're good.
Tell us what we can do for fly repellent, please. Yeah. We'll leave it here, and we will see you on hopefully Sunday night if everything goes to plan. Fingers crossed. See, Starlink's doing its thing at the background.
If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Follow our journey. Help us grow. We love your support. Yep. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.